Hi guys, welcome to the second edition of the preparation series, and today we're taking it to the training ground. Let's go.
The feeling of not being confident is the worst you can have going into a game. And if you have a bad performance and you didn't prepare well, it's the feeling is different from when you have maybe a game that doesn't go so well, but you prepared well. First I'm starting out with doing with some juggling and just to improve that ball control and controlling the ball out of the air. Something you're going to do most of the time on the pitch. It's a skill that every player needs to have, from attacker to midfielder to defenders. Even the goalkeeper needs to have a good first touch. So this is a great move. For me, it's really an important skill for every player to have on the pitch, because you're going to be doing this for most of the time. More so if you're an attacking player, just like myself. So when practicing ball control, it's always a good idea to do this with almost all parts of your body. So as you can notice, I'm doing it with the outside of my foot, with the inside across the back of my other foot, and then later on you'll notice I'll also be doing it with my chest, and then doing it with my head. So you need to have control over the ball, using almost every single part of your body. So it's a great exercise. It's also a great skill to have, if you want to be that person in the midfield or that person on the wing who always is productive in going up front. So whether it's defending, going up front, you want to be that productive. So you want to take a quick first touch, you want to control the ball just nicely out of the air, and then do something productive for your team, save time for everybody, and don't give enough time for defenders to reorganize and stuff like that. So this is a very great skill to put into consideration, especially if you want to be that player, that flair. If you want to have that flair, yeah. Yeah, so here what I'm trying to do is control it with the downside of my foot. Like I said earlier on, it's always a good thing to practice with all parts of your foot, all parts of your body, and now I'm using the lower part of my boot. Just think it's a great idea to, just have that control, over the ball, so you won't feel more discomfort when controlling it in more uncomfortable situations. And then moving on to some dynamics, because now I feel all warmed up, and now kind of trying to make sure every part of my body is ready for the training, and to make sure I don't tear anything or get injured or anything like that. It's good to consider these short sessions within the training. They're really useful, and I take them just as serious as any other session I would do in training. Yeah, now this is the part I was talking about earlier in the video. Taking a fast touch out through the air with my head, just to improve that control, to make me feel more, to make me boss the ball more, and that kind of stuff. And now adding in some around the world within the training, improving that skill, and it's also it helps me improve more control, and it's ball control, so why not? Just doing all the different exercises and just making sure I master my skill as well as get the ball control just fine. As you can see, I'm here trying all those around the world skills, part of the warming me up and then improving ball control just as vital as anything else. Yeah, I take all parts of my training seriously, so another stretching session to make sure I tackle all parts of my body, and some static stretching to make sure I'm in the proper shape of training, and my body is just feeling able to do all these things I'm supposed to do without getting injured or anything like that. This is very important to include in a session, and I always do these things every single time I train. And I think these are things that every baller needs to do, to include within their own training. Again, having more control over the ball. Now I've kind of switched up the training, to chesting fast touch and then trying to take a shot first time out of the air. It's very, important for me, controlling the ball with the chest and being able to shoot first time. This is everything. This is something I'm going to be doing more or less every match, and I really feel it's something I should include in every training session I do. I always get a shooting session just to work on my technique and all that, and it really pays off in my attacking role, all roles for that matter. Because for me, getting more comfortable, at shooting the ball all the time, sometimes that I have to do it without even thinking. It's very important for me as an attacking player. You always want to have this, reflex. It's kind of an instinct. It becomes an instinct. The more you practice it, the more it gets into you, and it becomes more or less second nature. And this is what I like for me. This is why I train. I want everything to become second nature. I want to do it with ease and make it look simple. So in this next exercise, I'm kind of gluing the ball to my chest and then passing it with the inside of my foot. It can be a pass or a cross, whatever it is. It's a pass in air, within the air. So I'm just kind of gluing it to my chest, pushing it out, and then crossing it with the inside of my foot. Very beneficial exercise. I like doing skill with productivity. Combining the two is just nice for me. So here I'm doing pickups and then kind of shooting with the laces. Very nice exercise, very beneficial. I do this because the more I feel uncomfortable in training, the more comfortable I'll be in matches. So I really like considering this. Practicing your skills in training is a part that most, people neglect in football, but it's really something. If you're to do something in the training, you should be doing it in matches. But if you're not doing it in training, then what's the point of doing it in matches? Because you won't be able doing it perfectly, and you most of the time mess up, and all that stuff, all that jazz. So I think practicing my skill in training is just as applicable in matches, because I'll feel more comfortable with them and I'll do them with ease, just like you pass the ball. This drill is important to test your agility and attacking space. So kind of flicking the ball over the opponent and pushing it the other side and attacking that space. Attacking space with speed, without hesitation. Really, really great drill, very productive. Attackers out there should be considering this one. You also notice that I'm doing this with both feet, and overall, practicing with both feet should be something every person playing football should be considering, because having both feet is just as lethal if you want to be the kind of a player that no opponent would like to face. So now moving into some warming down and all that stuff, dynamics and all that stuff. Just like I said, it's always important to include these things in your training. Very important, very beneficial for any player.
That's it, guys. If you like the video, make sure you leave me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and comment below if you want to see me do anything else for you. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.